Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking into another episode of Blitz the Podcast. Yours truly, Mike Watson. To the left of us, Ronnie. To the bottom of us, Dan. Actually, it's the right of us, but it's been a while. This is season 2. Working out the kinks. Dan, kick us off.
All right, so we're doing football first? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we are.
We're doing football first. Okay, gentlemen. So since I'm piloting, I like to throw a wrench into things sometimes. So we're going to start off with fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's what we're going to do. We get right into things. When we haven't been on in a while, we get right into
Let's
things.
go.
Okay. So I am going to give you 3 teams from each conference, and you are going to fuck, marry, or kill them to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to give you Buffalo, Kansas City, and Baltimore.
All right, I'll start. I'll be quick with this one. I'm gonna kill Buffalo. I'm going to fuck Baltimore. I'm gonna fuck Baltimore, and I'm gonna marry Kansas City. It's a repeat season for them, and it's pretty obvious.
All right.
I'm going same thing, except I'm switching Buffalo and Baltimore.
Okay. No, give me some analysis. That's the point of this.
Let's put it plain and simple. There's really not much to talk about. The Chiefs are going back-to-back, and I will ride that train until the fucking wheels fall off. There's nothing to talk about.
All right. I am going to cuddle Kansas City. I am going to kill Baltimore. And I'm going to marry the only team in New York, baby. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
You are out here circling the wagons, man.
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo.
Hell no. Okay, now NFC teams. I am going to give you the Packers. I'm giving you the Saints. And I am giving you the Seahawks.
All right, Ronnie.
This one's a little tougher.
Oh, I'm going first? Okay. So I'm going to kill the Saints. I'm going to fuck Seattle. And then I'm going to marry the Packers.
Killing the Saints with their 3 quarterbacks?
Well, depending if Kamara plays this weekend.
Is Jameis even playing?
Hell no.
Is he even there?
Is Taysom going to make more than 12 throws?
If you're a backup quarterback on the Saints and you can't get any action, you fucked up.
All right, man. I got up next. So I'm going to go with I'm going to go ahead and kill the New Orleans Saints. I don't care how much that swan song would be nice for Drew Brees. It's simply not happening. I'm going to go ahead and have relations with Seattle because I truly believe that Russell Wilson can get hot. And if he gets hot, they can go far. And then I'm going to have marital relations with the Green Bay Packers, the most balanced team in the NFC.
I know that breaks your heart, Dan.
But when healthy, I think the Saints are – listen, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. But when the Saints are healthy, they're more complete. Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Drew Brees.
No. I look at it – you got to look at it.
Defense is so much better than
the Packers' offense. Like, they're in year 2 of Matt LaFleur / what's his name, Kyle Shanahan's system because he did he's running the same system. Yeah, he's running the same system that they run in San Francisco. They're running in Green Bay, believe it or not. So they have 3 dynamic running backs, and they actually have really good offensive talent on the wide receiver ends of it, with both Adams, Valdez-Scantling, and of course Lazard.
He's a walking drop. He's like Evan Ingram at the wide receiver position.
Let's not bring up Evan Ingram. That's not fair.
You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. You're good.
Exactly.
I just said they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not disparaging them. But, I mean, I don't know, man.
What's your picks, Dan?
I'm the one orchestrating this. I don't have to make picks.
Oh, is he really going to do that right now? You better make your goddamn picks.
I already said I'm going to marry the Packers. They're going to the Super Bowl. I'm going to cuddle the Saints, and then I'm going to trash the
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. Dude, I can't stand Russell.
The man with the child that's named Win.
I'm going to trash him. All right. Non-quarterback MVPs this season.
Derrick Henry.
Non-quarterback MVPs. We're going to go Derrick Henry. I'm going to give you Alvin Kamara. And then I'm going to give you I lost his name. Hold on.
Look, I'm going to go ahead and simplify this for you. I'm going to marry Derrick Henry, and everybody else can go.
Yeah. Dude, Derrick Henry became the 8th running back in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards. There's nothing to discuss.
That is very Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was the other one.
And not even that. He's the second Tennessee Titans running back to ever pull that off, outside of CJ2K not too long ago.
If I have to vote, I'm marrying Henry too. I mean,
like he's the centerpiece of their offense, and as great as Ryan Tannehill has played so far, they go as far as Derrick Henry can take them.
Yeah,
and
think about it. They lost a tackle like Jack Conklin, and they still run the ball the same way. That's all on the back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Think about the yards he gets after contact. If he doesn't get the yards after contact, he's fourth in the league in rushing. Well over 1,000.
Bro.
Also, like,
no, go ahead.
Sorry, Ronnie. You go.
I was gonna say, Josh Norman still hasn't hit the fucking ground yet.
He's still in Earth 2. He's in Earth 2. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to phrase it. And like, you think he's so big, so you square up to tackle him, and then he makes a move and he's 6 yards past you, and you're like, how does a guy move that big like that?
Like, you go trying to tackle him, you got to make a business decision. You're not sure if you want to end up on Sports Center or not.
He's the Lindor of running backs.
Oh.
I always knew.
He's worth every penny that they paid him and more.
Exactly.
I had to slip it in.
Oh, by the way, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon, so
yeah, so
it's inevitable.
So will the Mets shortstop. Anyway, that was it. That's a quick, fast, effective version of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Very nice, Dan. I like it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Continue to drive the boat. Come on, let's go.
Come on, man. Come on.
The boat might crash. It's like SpongeBob and Patrick.
You're good.
You're good.
You're good. Come on, man. What we got for us?
All right. So we're going to go into a quick regular season recap.
Okay.
Boys, who do you think was the most surprising team of this year? Now, I'm going to go first, and the answer is very simple to me. We knew Kansas City was going to be good. We knew New Orleans, Green Bay, even though they didn't draft any playmakers for Aaron Rodgers, we knew they were going to be good. For me, it's Buffalo. They were good last year, but they weren't elite good. Now they're elite. They're the surprise for me.
All right. I'm going to go with Cleveland. I didn't expect Cleveland to be this talented offensively without OBJ. But turns out the loss of OBJ didn't really affect them that much because it allowed Baker Mayfield to distribute the ball to a lot of different wide receivers. Plus, they have two dynamic running backs, and Austin Hooper and David Njoku at tight end. Kevin Stefanski is the coach of the year, and he's the coach of the year, and I don't see anybody else. I just don't.
Best running back tandem in the NFL? Best tandem of running backs in the NFL. I'm talking two, not a whole room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, them.
Absolutely.
It's not even close, is it?
No.
And
Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, forget about it.
And when you have two dynamic ones, that's all you need, right? You don't really need a third.
No. That's ball control offense. You got a big bruiser in Nick Chubb, and then if you need to sprinkle a little bit of speed, you bring in Kareem Hunt with passing downs. Oh, and you could give him the ball and let him juke people too. He could do that. And that makes Baker's life so much easier because it allows him to just do the things that you need to do. Do what needs doing. Don't do no more than you can.
Well, Mike, I think that was a good pick. And I was thinking about picking Cleveland because they obviously, Baker showed up a little bit more towards the end of the season. But there's only one man I'm going to have to pick ahead of the Browns head coach, and that's going to be Mr. Brian Flores in Florida. The Dolphins
that's a good
this
pick.
season, I'll tell you what. Let me say this.
That's a
Not
really
only
good pick.
defensively were they fantastic this year, that really helped carry them, but Brian Flores used a 2-quarterback system, even helping with Tua's development, because you had him sit on the bench the first couple of weeks, then you'd slowly
with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzmagic, maybe the greatest backup quarterback ever.
Listen, but on a really quick side note, how bad do you feel that on a 10-6 team for the second time in his career he didn't make it to the postseason? Just give him the one game, let him lose and bounce out. Like that. So I feel genuinely bad for him because they were much better with Fitzpatrick, even given he will make mistakes, than they were with Tua.
Well, that's because to me, I think if we're being, and let me be quick here, Tua was not ready yet. He wasn't.
No.
Like, he was thrusted into an opportunity that clearly he's not ready for.
I agree completely. You can't put a rookie quarterback on a 9-5 team. I know sometimes, like, okay, you get the once-in-a-generation Russell Wilson who comes in the 3rd round, right, and goes to the NFC Divisional Championship with his team. But remember, they had an elite offensive line at that time. They had Marshawn Lynch. They had the Legion of Boom in their prime. That was different.
But you know what it is, though? This year, the AFC showed up this year, which was very surprising because if you look at it, we had 8 teams.
Not surprising to me. It was stacked.
Exactly.
I know, but
AFC was stacked last year.
I'm saying
hold on.
Every pundit knew it was stacked.
Dan, Ronnie. Historically, the NFC is usually the stacked conference because there's at least 4 to 5 teams. There's at least 4 to 5 teams in the NFC that you could say would mop the floor with teams in the AFC. This year, it's the opposite. It's literal. Everyone but the Jets.
The Titans could come in and beat any division winner in the NFC. I firmly believe that they could run over the Green Bay Packers. Mike, I feel like
that's a take.
The Packers.
That is a take.
Regardless, my pick is Brian Flores because even though they didn't make it, you literally doubled the amount of wins with 2 quarterbacks. Yeah. I mean, honestly, didn't
not
have
even
that much of a run game either. They literally they did well. They did very well.
But also think about like the CEO aspect of it. You don't just have to manage the X's and O's on the field as the head coach. Like, you also have to manage the personalities. And you flipped back and forth between quarterbacks. Look at how Philly turned out. Like, you brought your team to a 10-6 record, flip-flopping the quarterbacks, getting both of them to be okay with it. Even though if you got Fitz alone in a room, because that dude's balls hang on the ground when he walks. Like, you could ask him in a quiet moment, do you think you could have won that extra game? He'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course. So, but Brian Flores managed those egos, and got him to
not even that.
That's like, crazy to me. 10-6.
Like, their defense remained consistent even though Patrick Graham left. If you don't know who Patrick Graham is the defensive coordinator of the New York Giants.
For the Giants, yeah. Who just signed an extension, by the way, to stay with the Giants as opposed
you goddamn right. We're keeping him.
Yeah, as opposed to interviewing for head coaching vacancies.
So it's kind of like...
How about that? Guy wants to stay.
Mm-hmm. That's the Joe Judge effect. But even then...
He likes those big guys up front.
Oh, believe.
Well, but, you sign Williams.
Let him talk, Dan. Let him talk.
No, I agree. He's right. He's preaching gospel. But look here, to lose Patrick Graham and to remain consistent by and large defensively, yeah, that's on Brian Flores. He's like, to me, and this is a slight segue. Him, Joe Judge, and Mike Vrabel to an extent are the only few that are from the Bill Belichick coaching tree that you could say. They're going to be good. They're going to be really, really good.
Matt Patricia wasn't out.
Well,
Bill O'Brien was a good coach.
Don't
just
worry, Dan.
not a
He
good.
can't hurt you anymore.
he can't hurt you, man. It's okay.
He can't hurt you anymore.
It's okay.
Yo, Ronnie.
He's gone.
Get your fat ass out of here.
Like him and his laminated boards.
Oh, I wanna break his pencil. I'm not talking about the thing in his ear. Anyway, proceed.
But you're steering this shit.
You're steering the car.
God damn.
Playoff preview.
Jesus.
Playoff preview. So, what is the most exciting game for you two over the past 2 days? Over the next couple days, Mike?
Tennessee versus Baltimore. This is going to be a revenge game. This is going to be a revenge game for Baltimore, being the fact that they were eliminated last year after being the number 1 seed.
By the
Now,
Titans. Yep.
We're going to tell a lot about what Lamar Jackson is. We're going to tell a lot about his mettle here, because he's coming in as an underdog. Because Tennessee won the AFC North, and they have a dynamic running game, and they have a leaky but consistent defense. Bend but don't break. We're going to see what he does.
They're very bad, though.
Oh, they're leaky.
I like that.
Like Exxon Valdez leaky.
Don't get much worse than that.
It's a good pick, and honestly, I was thinking about picking that, but one that I think is going to probably steal the show this weekend is Buffalo and Indianapolis.
Oh,
that's going to be a very tough.
You think Indy's going to come up?
I think they're going to. I think it's going to be.
I don't know about that, my guy.
I think it's going to be a tough defensive game, probably like maybe a 21-17 game. I think it's going to be. I think so.
Buffalo's offense is dynamic, and I say that, and they are a dynamic offense that if you let them get going,
really good defensively, Mike.
Yeah,
they are. But here's the thing: I feel
not
like
just
Buffalo's
Darius Leonard.
Oh, Darius Leonard is a goat in my eyes. He's like the next Patrick Willis, if you think about it. But
inside linebacker, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what I think though about Buffalo is they're gonna force this into a shootout, and now we're really gonna see Phillip Rivers show. He's either gonna recreate who he once was in San Diego, or he's gonna be the guy that we saw in the last couple of years in LA.
Dan.
And that's bad.
Daniel.
I don't think it's going to be as close as Mike thinks. I think the game is going to be good to watch, but I think right at the end, it's going to be pulled away from Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I don't think they can compete.
I never said it was going to be close. I said it was going to be a shootout.
But see, that's where I disagree. I think the Colts' best chance is to put it in Jonathan Taylor's hands and shorten the game. No,
you're right.
What's your pick, Dan?
Give me the Colts. I think they shorten the game. I think they win.
Well, what's the game that you're looking?
What's your surprise game, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, surprise game. I think Buffalo gets upset.
You're picking Buffalo and the Colts?
I'm thinking the Colts that they upset Buffalo. Yeah.
But is that your surprise pick? Of all the matchups that are happening this weekend, that's the pick that you're gonna. That's the team.
So you're not gonna go with the football team versus Tampa Bay?
No, I think
that is going to be a brutal game. That's going to be 48-6.
No. Don't be kind.
They don't have a competent quarterback.
Yeah, Dan, he's right. 48-7. Be generous. 48-7.
Oh, okay. They kicked the extra point. Fuck me. Get 2 field goals.
Boy,
that's going to be brutal. I
listen. I love Alex Smith as a quarterback, but there's no way he survives this.
I love this. I love the story, but they're talking about rotating quarterbacks. I don't think it works out.
Like your second quarterback is Kyle Allen or whoever it is.
No, I don't even know his name.
It's gonna be killed. He's gonna get killed.
Listen, we're talking about surprise good games. Whoever Washington plays, that's not going to be a good game.
All right, Dan, what you got next for us?
Okay, so I actually want to change sports, if that's okay with you,
Let's
gentlemen.
go.
Go for it.
Can we, dare I say, we've been doing this for almost a year and a half now. Dare I say we talk about Knicks basketball?
Jesus Christ.
And do we dare talk good about Knicks basketball?
It seems like they've been pretty good so far.
Wait. This is a word that I use very often, especially on the podcast, and I just want to ask you two one genuine question. Do we dabble in the 5-3?
Why not?
Yeah.
Is it real, Mike? You actually like a team that wins basketball games? Is the 5-3 real?
I feel like Coach Thibodeau is getting the most out of his guys, and you're seeing it on the court. Like, you're seeing the development of guys like Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickie, who I think is going to be the starter at some point. And trust me when I tell you, I like what I'm seeing. I'm not a fan, don't get me wrong, but if the Knicks are winning, it is a good thing for basketball overall because they are the Mecca. Say what you will about their ownership and how they're ran. When the Mecca's the Mecca, and when they're winning, it's good for the league.
But do you actually think they have a chance to be good in future years?
Yes.
What I'm asking.
As long as Thibodeau is there, yes. Yes.
Okay.
You know what's
Ronnie dabble.
This team is actually playing like they want to win. Defensively, they are playing significantly. Like Tom Thibodeau is known for his defense, and you will give 100% on the defensive end every second that you are on the court. He will have 17 aneurysms a game to ensure that you are doing well. But I think, but it just.
Well, here's the thing, though. Go ahead,
Ron.
Dan.
But I just
Ron, I apologize.
No, it's all good. So I just, they've beaten a few good teams too. Like, I just really like how this team as a whole has been playing. So go ahead, Mike. You can.
No, what I was gonna say is, I like the way they're playing, but you gotta ask the question. You know how Thibodeau likes to run his guys through walls, and they will run through those walls. The question is, do they get? Question is, especially for Dan, because you're the resident Knicks fan, they get burned out.
They haven't played basketball in 9 months, so I wouldn't think they would. They weren't part of the bubble. They had all this time to prepare. They knew that Thibs was their coach. I don't see why they would. Also, I feel like players – first of all, Ron can attest to this because Ronnie and I go out to dinner all the time. I hate Julius Randle. I want to hate Julius Randle. But let me tell you, I have zero to complain about. He has probably been the single biggest reformation project that I have seen in New York sports in the last decade. Honestly, outside of Daniel Murphy in the 2015 playoffs where he hit 10 home runs for the Mets out of fucking nowhere, I don't think I've seen a better turner than Julius Randle. And he's a player that now I feel like I can support and I can want to be a part of the future. I feel like that way with the whole team, with Kevin Knox banging down threes, Randall spinning and winning, he's coming through in the paint. It's a different vibe, and it's kind of special for New Yorkers. It's kind of nice. I just wish we could be at the Garden.
Well, here's the thing. I want to throw a monkey wrench in that right now.
No, here we go, Foo Fighter.
I wanna be a monkey rat. Okay, I'll stop. So what does that mean for the development of Obi Toppin if Julius Randle's still there?
Well, my ultimately I don't have an answer, but for the immediate, Obi Toppin's hurt anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's on the bench because he's hurt, not because he's not performing. But ultimately, Thibs is how do I phrase it? A production coach. If you produce, you're going to play, which I love. That produces not only accountability within the entire organization, forget just players, but it gives you a sense as a fan of, okay, this guy is in charge, and if you're not aiding the cause in some way, you're going to be alienated, which I hate to say it. It's a performance-based business, and that's what you want as a fan.
I couldn't agree more.
That's
the Lakers is currently behind with Coach Vogel and GM Pelinka, especially Coach Vogel. Got to be able to work as a team. If you're not working in the confines of a team, it's going to be difficult for you to see the floor. I don't care how talented you may think you are.
You got to produce, though. That's also that's
the key. Produce.
That's why I love Thibs. Like, veteran, rookie, I don't give a damn who you are. Quickly got 28 minutes in the second half the other night, and I'm sorry, it was like 20 minutes, 28 minutes for the game. But you produced, you're gonna play. He put you and he won him the game, right? So that's what you want. That's structure. And that's kind of what teams like, the Knicks in the past lacked.
True. And the crazy thing about it is, it's totally taking on the myth that Coach Thibodeau does not work with young players. It's taking on that myth.
He's just he's not – here's a better way to phrase it. He's not a patient guy. But if the young players produce, of course he's going to play them. He's not stupid. That's a better way to phrase it. But,
so,
gentlemen, I think we have one more topic.
And I know it's the one that you two love.
Lay it on us, Dan.
There was a big shakeup in baseball today, gentlemen. A big shakeup. The market has been somewhat stagnant, and there hasn't been a lot going on. But one thing that was apparently happening since last November was the Mets were in talks for Francisco Lindor, and they got him today. And not only did they go get Francisco Lindor and seal up a need at shortstop for a serious player, but they addressed two needs at once. No, they didn't just go get a shortstop.
Oh, no, they did not. Let them know.
They went and got a solid third starter as well in Carlos Carrasco.
Preach.
Mike, you're the resident Met fan here. Let me hear what you got.
Wait, you're the resident Met fan, man. We're both resident Met fans. It's a beautiful day.
But I need to build up. You've been building
so here's what we did. We not only managed to get a 27-year-old stud
shortstop
in Francisco Lindor.
No.
We got ourselves, like Dan said, a number third pitcher, truthfully, could be a number 2 and a number 1 on other teams in the league. And what's his name? Cookie Carrasco. Carlos Carrasco.
Cookie.
You damn right. So it's a good day for us Met fans, and shout out to Uncle Steve Cohen. Thank you. We appreciate you. It's about damn time we had an owner that was able to spend money. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Ronnie, you know what that's like, sir. You know what that's like, which is why you're silent and being gracious about it. Look at you being a good sport.
We get Lindor. You get Stanton for the next 10 years. Enjoy.
Giancarlo!
Uncle Steve. Fuck the Yankees.
Exactly. With his $13 billion.
Would
it be?
Billion.
Would it be, man?
Would it be?
You can kill somebody with that beat. Billion.
Hey, Mike. What's that? We getting Springer, right?
Oh, I feel
That's
like
it.
we can go.
That's it.
How about LeMahieu for good measure?
No. You're being greedy now. Let.
Oh no.
No. See,
We
you can't
work with a
fight the hand
podcast
that
with a guy
feeds.
who knows what it is to be greedy. It's our turn now.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to explain to you. I explained to Ronnie at the beginning of the show. If someone wanted to say, fuck you, go get George Springer and go get Trevor Bauer and say, fuck you to the luxury tax, right? Follow me. Because the luxury tax is building year upon year, right? So if you violate it 1 year, it's a penalty. And by the third year, it starts to get really significant, right? Keep following me. The CBA is up next year.
Good point.
So there, in theory, is no penalty. So in theory, go get DJ LeMahieu, go get Trevor Bauer, but most importantly, please come away with George Springer. He's the center fielder. He's the final piece.
Yes, sir. We get George Springer. Look, we're a World Series team without him.
We're a World Series team without him, bro.
But
Let's
with him,
go.
shit. The road to prosperity leads through Citi Field.
He's proven he doesn't need to steal signs to be good.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
All right, wait. Ronnie?
There is no more excuses. That's all I have to say. There is no more excuses. If you do not produce, if you don't play well, you're not going to be able to say, oh, my owner doesn't have the money. You're getting all these great players. You can't say you don't have talent. No, you concede it to me.
Dan has a question.
You concede it to me. No, you concede it to me. I'm going to talk. Come on, Harris, I'm going to talk. I am going to say I am actually happy that you guys are doing well in free agency and you're actually bringing in great talent. So I hope that things go well. I know you cannot say the same for me, but that's fine. Dan, your question.
So what's your excuse over the last 10 years, Mr. Big Spender?
No starting pitching.
But ain't you got money?
Yeah, but they don't bring in pitch. They don't bring in pitching. The only pitching we brought in is fucking Garrett Cole. We have a good bullpen.
I respectfully disagree. You brought in Masahiro Tanaka thinking he was.
What's he looked like the last 4 years? Not the same.
Okay, guy but that doesn't mean you didn't try. You're saying they didn't try, which is inaccurate.
No, but okay. Outside of those two, who else? Maybe
J.A. Happ.
I mean, 1 year.
Come on.
They held on to CC Sabathia, who basically was
okay. J.A. Happ. I mean, you're missing the big one.
I just mentioned J.A. Happ.
J.A. Happ in 2020, 2021. Damn.
Yeah, he's trash.
Damn. No, but honestly though,
there's a takeover going on that's natural, not like the one in DC the other day.
No, there's no definitely here. There's no takeover. But let's be perfectly clear.
We'll never be able to insert.
There's absolutely.
Hey, I'm in the middle of a sentence. We'll never be able to insurmount 22 championships, but what we will be able to do is for a little while steal your thunder. 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
You haven't stolen anything.
We've been low-key stealing your thunder.
We got
Lindor. What have you stolen? You've done nothing so far outside of get players. You haven't done
actually, Ronnie, I hate to burst your bubble. Ronnie, I hate to burst your bubble. We were the most recent New York team in a World Series. Suck it.
Okay, and I was the most recent New York team to win a championship. Suck it. I'm not
actually, you weren't. The Giants were.
I mean, well, baseball team.
Oh,
what was it?
But by your
I'm sorry. Tell me about your last Super Bowl ring.
But by your standard,
wait. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Who are you talking to with
I'm
that
talking to you,
mouth? With that loud-ass mouth talking about Super Bowl rings.
Oh, no, I said World Series. I said World Series.
I was about to say, watch your mouth.
Series. Oh, no, I don't give a shit about fuck football.
Like,
my owner's a retard.
You were a toddler when your team won. Like, what you mean?
I said baseball. We're talking baseball.
You spoken to, baby boy. Come on now.
Bitch,
Okay, I got
please.
you.
You won, bitch, please.
First podcast back. We're at each
You have
other's
lost your
throats. Let's
goddamn
go.
mind. But
You
right
have
about
lost
that,
your
Jimmy,
goddamn
we
mind.
haven't
You
won
added
anything
3
since
players,
1986.
and all of a sudden now we're going to the World Series.
No.
You
No.
need to finish
Ronnie's got 1
500
point
with a
there.
team that could have won 90 last year with a full season.
Ronnie's got a small point there. Well, nobody could have won 90. It was a 60-game season.
Well, I'm saying
Ronnie's
if you had a
got
full
1 point.
season.
Ronnie's got 1 point there. We added 2 players.
Exactly.
Mike, if we go get Springer, then a week later when we do this again on Thursday, we are fucking blasting him and saying we're going.
You can say whatever
absolutely.
you want.
Look, I'm not going to get cocky and say that
whatever
we're
you want. It doesn't
not going to
matter.
get cocky. I'm not,
Enjoy Giancarlo Stanton for the next decade.
Hey, I'm speaking.
Sorry. I had
Look
to
here.
blast Giancarlo.
You're right, Ronnie. You're right. 2 players does not make a team, then you're correct. But here's the thing. With those 2 players, with arguably the best pitcher in the world, and when healthy, a really good number 1 pitcher as your number 2, pitching matters. And when in form, one of the best closers in the game, in form, well, it looks like business has picked up, to quote the great Jim Ross.
Well, business hasn't picked up at the moment. You haven't done anything. You haven't thrown a pitch. You haven't swung a bat. You haven't done anything with these guys yet.
Well,
keep in mind, didn't Diaz, who was had the most saves
Carrasco
prior,
he improved towards the end of the season.
Stroman.
Ronnie, come on now.
Guys, DeGrom, Syndergaard, Carrasco, Stroman, doesn't fucking matter.
That's basically it.
With the lineup.
And if we're going with a DH lineup in the NL, Jesus.
Especially if Springer comes through.
Jesus. Look at that.
And by the way, I listened to the entire Mets press conference today with Sandy Alderson and the GM that came over from Arizona. Not one thing indicated to me that they were done.
They're not done. They're not done. They're hungry.
And I don't mean another Trevor May in the bullpen. No. They're not done. Like, they're going to get George Springer.
Like, we're going for the head. We're not Thor in Avengers 1. We will actually go for the head. Infinity War. We're going to go for it.
You have all the talent in the world, and you can keep adding. But until I see you guys actually make that run, there's nothing to talk about. All of this is...
Oh, there's plenty to talk about. This is confidence, baby. We got this. We
better.
got this.
You better.
Yankee fans for the last decade have had free agency talks. You can't let us have free agency talks?
Oh, no.
You just wanted to run your fucking mouth, and that's why I'm going to put a damper on it. I was literally going to sit back here. I wasn't even going to say shit. All I said was, you have to produce. That's it. That's all I said. And then
I have no doubt that we will.
How about this and how about that?
I have no doubt that we will.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
I have no doubt.
I hope so. I hope so.
And
I hope so.
Okay, you look crazy as hell.
Well, you watch it, cowboy.
You shut your fat ass up, Dan.
Man, look at that, man.
I'm 182 and 5'9". You fat fuck.
The voices of men that realize that Dak Prescott's going to leave the Cowboys.
He should. But now, Dan, what else you got?
That was pretty much the show, boy.
Oh, do we have something to clean up with? I'm sure you've been building up on the funnies.
Oh, you want to dabble in? Well, no, I actually kind of don't.
Wow, this might actually be the shortest podcast in history. And this is like a season 2. This is season 2, episode 1.
This is why I said we should go heavy on the sports, boys.
All right, you know what? Hold on.
Wait.
You got some funnies?
You know what?
I don't have funnies, but you know what? Hold on. Hold it. All right, then fuck it. I got one more, and I feel like it's something we need to talk about. The rest of the stuff we can talk about next week. One final segment, because we pretty much covered Super Bowl matchups. Going back to football, Doug Peterson with the audacity.
I feel like this is important.
This is important.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I would like to emphasize one thing. I don't feel bad for Giants or Giants fans because they should have taken over their own business. They should have taken care of all of it.
Neither do I, and I'm a Giants fan, so you ain't got to say
they had 16 opportunities, but what the Eagles did was fucking shameful, and it disintegrated the integrity of the sport itself.
Guys, you know what I haven't done in some time that I feel is it's long overdue.
Made love?
Well, that's debatable. But I think I'm going to have to.
I didn't think anybody heard that, dude.
I was going to have to.
Boy.
I think it's time that I need to rant. And it's not going to be
yours.
Not going to be a long one, but Douglas Peterson not only insulted the whole league, he has betrayed the trust of ownership, of the upper management, of his fans, and of his players. A few years ago was in the Super Bowl and won it in a shootout against none other than Tom Brady. You went from being a man that we were like top 5 coaches in the league to you don't even deserve this job anymore. What you did was shameful. I understand that Jalen Hurts wasn't playing the best, but if you said, you know what, let me put Carson in and see maybe he can do something. Okay, fine. That'd be natural. You put in Nate, who gives a fuck? I mean, really, how much adulting is that? And the only thing you could say at the end was, I tried to do my best to win. 2 of your players had to be held back from trying to rip your fucking head off. The whole fucking Miles Sanders went on a radio station in Philly and said the whole team wasn't in favor of this. And you're trying to win? What? Nothing. You weren't trying to do shit. All you were trying to do was reverse the 9 to a 6 in the fucking NFL draft. This man, I know he was meeting with the owner on Tuesday. I'm not sure what the details of what happened were, but he needed a lot of explaining to do. But I don't think there's really much to explain. You need to be fired. You're a dick. You've insulted the league. And even as a Cowboys fan, and Mike is a Giants fan, you have insulted all of us. I have never been more – and as for me and him, Philly has shitted on our teams many a times, but I have never been more mad than this. I have never been more mad at this, and that is it.
You know what? I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that you're upset. And you actually said everything that truthfully, I was going to say. Like, forget the fact that my Giants didn't do what they were supposed to do. Like, I think I wrote a post on Facebook saying, don't feel bad for us. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. And the rules are, in this season, you take care of your business to avoid shit like this. So that's on us. We eat that. Here's the thing. Everything you said is exactly what the fuck happened. Now, and it's not even the fact that you brought in Nate Sudfeld. I'll say his last name since I know you won't. But it's the play calling. Like, you're in the red zone. You could take the 3 points. It's a literal chip shot. You go for a passing down with Jalen Hurts with a bum wide receiver you don't know because you've literally put all your best receivers to basically not suit up, and you have them like literally face the pressure of a really good defensive line in the football team. Like,
who, by the way, all played.
They all fucking played. But it's like, even with the blatant tanking, they were only down 6. So I'm thinking, okay, Jalen Hurts missed his shot in the end zone. Second half, you want to see what your quarterback has. You done benched your $100 million guy. Hell, you didn't even tell him to show up that game. You need to see what he has. You bring in Nate Sudfeld. Nathan Sudfeld. Peterman. I apologize. Same person, same skill set. No one gave a fuck. No one gave a fuck. Okay. The players on Philly were pissed, rightfully so. He comes in with a Chad Pennington type of arm, which didn't amount to shit.
You're roasting a lot of people at once here.
Like, then after throwing the piss poor interception, he comes back. He gets stripped of the ball, like on some Waterboy shit with fucking Adam Sandler.
You're even toasting Adam.
Even with all this bullshit, you're still down 6. You can lead a drive. This motherfucker, Doug Peterson, calls a fucking inside route as one of the final plays of the game. A fucking 3-yarder. He went Pop Warner on a game. It sounds like a rant, and it shouldn't be a rant.
No,
but it's obvious that he threw the game, and that's the problem.
He threw the game, and you know what? This is the second time NFL. That a team has threw a game this season. And y'all know the first one, right?
Well, the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets versus the Oakland Raiders, the last play of the game.
All-out blitz. Yeah.
Knowing good and damn well, anyone who's played Madden, Dan, you know this especially. You play prevent, right? Do you not play prevent in those situations?
On the very last play, but I'm a firm believer that if it's like 30 seconds left and you start playing prevent, all you do is prevent yourself from winning. But on the very last play, yes.
Prevent. You play prevent. You bat it down. You go with a cover 0. You know what a cover 0 is, folks? That's essentially everybody run. Everybody run. And
that's just blitz. That means nobody's covering.
Exactly. Everybody run towards the quarterback and hope for the best.
Cover 2.
Derek Carr was licking his goddamn chops with that.
All he said is, I have to evade the rush, and then I'll throw it to Henry Ruggs, who will beat the rookie corner.
Exactly.
Basically, just for everybody that's a little novice out there, cover 2 is when you have your 2 safeties deep.
Exactly.
Okay? Cover 1 is when you have 1 up front, okay? And then cover 3 is when you have a 3-man zone deep, right? So essentially, you try and disguise it
you hit the middle. You just hit the middle.
No. Cover 2, you have your 2 safeties deep in the backfield on their respective sides. Cover 1, you have 1 safety in the middle of the field, the other rushing, and it's obvious. Cover 3 is supposed to be disguised, kind of looking as cover 1, but what you have is you have one of the safeties retreating to the flat, and then you have both outside cornerbacks going downfield so that you – and then the other safety in the middle of the field. So you essentially have 3 safeties dropped all the way back. And basically what it turns into down there, because if you think about 3 wide receiver sets running all the way downfield, essentially what it turns into down there is man coverage, even though it's zone. Because the
exactly.
Yeah.
They're stations. They're all stationed in their respective spots.
But the point is, you can't even if it's 3 deep zone, you cannot call 8 under, which there are 11 people on a football field, 3 deep, 8 under. You cannot call an all-out blitz.
And that's what they did. They called a cover 0, which is essentially all out. Everybody get to the quarterback and hope that you can get him. Now, people are going to say that's a staple in Doug Williams' offense, which led to his dismissal. But we all are smarter than that.
You mean Greg Williams defense?
Greg Williams. I apologize. Wrong Williams. But
you can't. Nobody does that. He almost did the organization. I feel like he did that just to get fired.
Yeah.
Like no coach at that level does that. Like,
if they should be dismissed. Like that. Well,
he was.
That's like bad situational awareness. Like, good and damn well. They need 7. They need 6. Don't let them get that 6. They don't need 3. They need 6. They need to pass. Don't let them get it.
But to bring it back to Philly, this was very shameful what Doug Peterson did, and honestly, I think his days are numbered. It wouldn't surprise me if all the players collectively went up to the owner and said, "You better fire this motherfucker." And honestly, I think they should. If
You
that's
lost
not
the
the case,
locker room.
you literally lost the whole locker room, and none of those players should respect him after what he did. Absolutely not.
Like
Regardless,
I've seen. Go ahead.
regardless of what your relationship at this point with Carson Wentz is, there's no reason that should have happened.
Exactly. Like you see, I've seen Eagle fans on Twitter try to justify this in terms of a draft pick. You're not getting Trevor Lawrence.
No.
You're not getting Justin Fields.
But as opposed to 6, just to play devil's advocate, if you go from 6 to 9, you could theoretically get Devontae Smith from Alabama.
That's not even going to happen. He's going to go early. So again, what's the point? So it's kind of like you tanked for an incremental upgrade.
You don't think he could fall to 6? It's not.
I don't think so.
Six
He's a stud. I
It's
don't
possible,
think so.
but I think he will be top 5. I do.
You're not like they're not going to get him.
I think
if they-
Miami with 3 is the most likely spot, but I could absolutely see 6. It's not.
Let's put it this way. Devontae Smith is the first receiver to win the Heisman in 20 years.
Since Desmond Howard.
Since Desmond fucking Howard, who you see.
Oh, by the way, you know the pose on the Heisman Award? Who you think you got that from? Desmond goddamn Howard. So, come on.
So this is a very prestigious receiver that people are going to want to get their hands on if given the opportunity for the right team. But I think that will be a topic for another day. I think
Absolutely. I believe that's next week's topic, actually.
That's going
Very quickly, the Texans do have the 3 pick from Miami does have the 3 pick from the Texans. They might take him for Tua, but
I wouldn't be surprised. But
they should. If not for Tua, for Fitzpatrick.
But like I said, there's going to be developing stories with Deshaun Watson, if possibly he's going to want out. But we're going to pick up on that next week, see what happens. Let marinate.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into Blitz Podcast. We are on basically every podcast medium. Mike, you want to list them off?
Let's see if I still remember this. My brain can be a little foggy. I'm bullshitting with you. Spotify, Apple, Google, TuneIn, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Am I missing something? Pandora, definitely Pandora. And our website via Buzzsprout. Also, we do have a Facebook page. We're actually pretty fun. Please give us a follow and stay safe. Wash your hands. We love you and good night.
Peace.